we have heard the phrase, for good reason, for many years, see something, say something. Well, some people at a comedy club in Naples, Florida, took that principle maybe too far. Some people would agree with what happened.
Yeah, they were scared.
Yeah, comedian Ahmed Ahmed was performing there, and here is the joke that he performed, and then somebody actually called the police.
This resulted in the police coming.
Here's the joke, and then Ahmed is going to be with us.
Clap if you're from the Middle East. All right, we got a handful of us in here, guys. But hey, it only takes one of us. Look at you, little scared ass bitch. Calm down, people. Calm down, all right? Now, you know what? That. Lock the doors.
So someone in the audience was not laughing or clapping and got on their cell phone.
They called the cops.
And they called the cops, who actually did the very next day show up at the club and have a little chat with Ahmed. Nothing happened to him.
We want to find out what they said.
Yeah, I want to know what they said, though, if they thought this was funny.
Let's bring Ahmed in.
Yes, joining us right now. Ahmed, welcome to TMZ Live. How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
We're good.
We're good, man. So,
what did the police say to you?
They were actually super polite, very cordial, extremely professional. They seemed a little bit embarrassed and ashamed that they had to respond to this call. And they talked to me for about 5 minutes. They took my information, and then the gentleman, police officer, said, don't change your material. Keep doing what you're doing.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Now, I have a question. You said that they took your information. So was there a police report? Did they ask for your address, your phone number, and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't handcuff me or take me down to the station. They just asked for my ID and my email and phone number.
That's interesting.
Then I asked them, do you mind if I record what's happening here? And they were like, you can record whatever you want. And then, it just didn't sit well with me what happened. And I just wanted to kind of get a gauge of what the public thought. So I posted this little video on Twitter that night, and then it went viral overnight. And,
Ahmed, I don't know if you've heard it, but we actually got the 911 call. We just want to play the call that was made in response to your joke.
Okay.
To a comedy show. There was a comedian. His name is Ahmed Ahmed, and he's Middle Eastern. And first thing he said when he got out on the stage was, okay, how many Middle Eastern people do we have here? And a whole bunch of people raised their hand. He said, we could organize our own little terrorist organization.
Oh.
And I don't think that was right.
Right.
I mean, it really bothered me.
I could send somebody out there tonight and have them see what's going on.
Okay.
Huh. You know what? Like, when I hear that, and honestly, I expected, that's the first time I was hearing it, I was expecting to sort of laugh at the person. It's not funny.
No.
Well, if you continue to listen to the call, okay, first of all, let me just say this. He misquoted me. I didn't say we can start our own terrorist organization. I said exactly what I said in the clip you guys showed.
Right.
It only takes one of us, lock the doors. It's super sarcastic humor. I've done that joke 1,000 times around the world. Secondly, the guy waited overnight to make the call, so he slept on it. He thought about it. He pondered it, and then in the morning, and then they came the next day. But I guess what I wanted to acknowledge is, this is bigger than me now. It's got nothing to do with me. It's starting a dialogue about Islamophobia, racism in America and around the world. Freedom of speech. What's too PC, what's not. In all fairness, I do want to say this to the guy who made the 911 call. Thank you. I've never had this kind of press ever in my life. You can't buy this type of publicity. Like, I'm getting booked left and right. And I want to say this one last thing. After my shows, I do meet and greets. I stand outside at the exit when people are walking out. I shake hands. I take pictures. I thank people for coming out. And terrorists don't do meet and greets.
Hey, Ahmed, I mean, I think it's important. What was the reaction from the club? I mean, obviously, the police came the second night, so the club had no issue with it. You were
because you went back and performed
multiple nights there.
Well, the police showed up like literally right before the last show started, and then that was my last show. But the response was so insane. Naples was up in arms. That their phone was ringing off the hook, which is ironic because the name of the club is called Off the Hook Comedy Club, for me to come back. So I'm going back this Wednesday, May 22nd, to do a follow-up show.
Ahmed, we're out of time, but I just got to ask you real quick. I want to get back to something. The police, I'm seriously though, the police took your information, and I'm trying to figure out why, and I'm not trying to rag on the police at all, but because it sounds like they were reasonable with you and everything else. Why did they take your information? Did they say why?
I think it's just protocol for them. I didn't ask. I didn't feel like it was necessary to ask. I think they just needed my information just in case.
I'm wondering the in case part.
You're saying that
I don't know
where does that information go?
Well, it sounds like
maybe it is just part of they need it for their report. I mean,
think
they responded to
I think it's for more of the report and just to have document that they showed up and took my information, which I was totally happy to give them. I even offered them tickets to the show.
And?
Well, they were working that night, so they
I got you.
But I'm gonna invite them down for this Wednesday show. And if the 911 caller is out there listening, I don't have any. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm actually grateful for this weird spotlight that's happened. And if you want to come back to the club, I will offer you free tickets, you and your wife, to come back. And I'll give you a
Ahmed,
big old jolly American hug.
You know what's going to happen now? Everyone's going to say, "Oh, I was the one. I was the one who did.
I
made the 911 call." There's going to be like 50 people standing there.
I threw my
free
voice.
tickets.
Right.
Okay,
that was
Ahmed.
me. That was me.
Hey, Ahmed, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.